Welcome to the Legion Outriders podcast, your source for the latest Legion news, opinion, and analysis. And now, the Outriders.
How's it going, Outriders? Matt and Dan here with a very special Force Ghost from the past. We're joined today by Mr. Josh Gray. How are you doing, sir?
Hi, guys.
Hey.
I thought I'd come in and check on my show.
You're smiling right now. I'm confused a little bit. The vein hasn't started popping yet. Just wait.
Not yet.
How you been, man? How's it going?
Good. About as good as you can be in global pandemic land. So, it's
super duper okay.
Super duper okay.
All right.
Yes. I mean, playing games where you can and a little TTS here and there. So,
well, for those that might be newer to the podcast, Josh is one of the OG members of the Outriders, and he has some very strong feelings about certain parts of the game that he was known to vomit all over the show, I guess, is the best way to put that.
If you go back and read all of the old reviews, if you're looking on, iTunes or anything like that, and you read the old reviews, and they're talking about that annoying guy, hi.
Yeah.
How are you?
Hello, how's it going? Hello there. So, of course, we had to come and dig you up and bring you back.
It's a momentous occasion.
It is.
Because there's some news we'll get to later in the show that has directly precipitated my return.
But you say you've been playing some games.
Yeah.
What have you been playing?
A lot of PC stuff.
Yeah, video games. I think a lot of people are doing that.
Fallout 76 is the big one right now.
We're going to have to hook up on that.
We are going to have to hook up on that.
I don't know what it is about the fall season, but that makes me falling into Fallout. That's what I do.
Yeah, no, it's my wife and I, we picked it up at the behest of a friend, and they had gotten a lot of the stuff fixed in it, a lot of the stuff that you
the Wastelanders content's been pretty decent.
Yeah, it's really good now. I never really picked it up. This was my first. We picked it up maybe 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and that was really my first. That was my first exposure to it. And it's literally Fallout 4 with friends. That's what it is. So it's fun. It's a lot. I love it.
Until there's only one player left, and then that's
the single player experience
that you're looking for.
Well, the interesting thing about it is that you can go and play for hours and not see anybody.
Yeah.
And that's not because there aren't people playing the game. It's just they seem to limit each server world to about
it's like 10 or
10
people.
Or something,
yeah.
Right? So you really got to work to come across people. Which gives it a lot of that Fallout feel that you're just out there, and every once in a while you'll find somebody, and then you'll link up to kill a boss or something like that, and then you go your separate ways.
It's fun to see like raiders out in the wasteland again. So, but anyways, that's been good. You have another podcast that you're doing, actually.
Well, yeah, it's this is actually a work podcast. It's
I didn't say it had to be fun.
I know, no. I mean, we try and make it fun. But
you could try, buddy. I know what the subject matter is.
Still working at the VA here in North Las Vegas. So we have John and I, the other OG member, the other Plank owner. We have started a podcast called The Nine Line. That is it's a podcast basically focused on what we're trying to do to reach veterans and kind of change that perception about the VA in the veteran community.
I gotta say, I've been getting more calls recently from VA outreach people.
Yeah.
Like, hey, did you know about all these services that are available? I'm like, yeah, I'm busy, but still.
Right.
But thank you.
Yeah, no worries. And I know this is a board game podcast, but at the VA with COVID and everything. That really restricts some people coming in.
Oh, sure.
Some people aren't comfortable. We've got all of the social distancing in there. So we're really, really, really trying to outreach to make sure that people who maybe can't make it in or whatever, that they're not getting left behind.
2 weeks ago, I did the drive-through line for the flu shots, out there, and it was dead.
Yeah.
The wife Holly, she went through it, and she's like, "Hey, you should come over and get it." They may not be offering this because nobody's showing up for it.
Well, hey, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah,
and saying hi. And say, hey, dude, I'm in your drive-through line. Thanks,
Didn't you feel me flipping you off as I drove by?
Is that what that was?
That's what that little tingling behind.
Well, there's so many people. Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was you or who it was.
Well, I was the one doing it as hard as I possibly could. So
So that was that's what's going on. So we got a podcast on that, and it's not nearly as listened to as this one because, like you said, it's a lot of people aren't chomping at the bit to
that hot VA
hot VA news, right? So it is what it is. But
some 50 retired Navy
and that's
chief or something.
About it. Yeah, we got about 50 people a week, but that's 50 people that we weren't reaching.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
If your goal is to outreach, then that's an awesome tool to be using. But
and we're only on episode 10, so we're still growing it. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
But okay, well, you're going to be hanging out for us with the. We got some news to go into.
For a little bit. Yep.
Speaking of news. This is the segment I used to do when you were on the show, but now I pawned it off on Dan. Yeah. Dan, how's our Star Wars?
So is Dan the new Matt?
Yeah.
Then
so and I'm a substandard John and a more happy you. So I'm like all of your worst traits combined. So I got more beard, I guess. I could say. Not as much as
and
John.
more hair.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Too.
Yeah.
But no, this is my first podcast with Josh.
That's right.
Yeah,
it is.
So,
but we've stood across many a gaming table.
Oh, yes, we have.
From each other.
So this completes my set of podcasts with the vintage Outriders. So
we've got a little bit of a sepia tone.
Yes.
Some
achievement unlocked.
Yes, all the patina.
Yes,
exactly. So anyway, but of course the biggest thing in Star Wars news, it just happened as of recording yesterday. Mando Season 2 has dropped. We're not going to go into spoilers.
Is that a typo? Is that supposed to say mango? Or what's a Mando?
Mandalorian?
Oh, that one, yeah.
Unless you like the Mangolorian.
Yeah,
get a nice fruity flavor in there.
That's probably good for vitamins.
But no, we won't be going into spoilers because as of recording, like I said,
we've already ruined it on our Discord.
Yeah,
so good.
So good
amazing.
though. Yes,
that Jodo cast at the end there was great.
Oh
yeah,
yes. Mm-hmm. Oh yes. No, it's great, and I don't know how spoiler this is. Seeing a planet that Star Wars has done 100 times,
right,
and still make it feel fresh and new. And seeing
absolutely.
And
I don't think it's spoiler to say that Timothy Oliphant is in the episode and absolutely nails it. I was like, are they really yeah, of course they are.
Of course they are, right?
Yeah.
Right? I saw the title card and I went, of course it is.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right.
I'm glad that they took like the one good part about the Aftermath series, though, and it is written now, so...
Well, apparently the town that they ended up in is referenced in the Old Republic game also, from what I heard.
Is that right?
And the whole mission they do is basically lifted from
Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, okay, that's
anyway,
enough we're going to say about that.
Okay. So yeah, go watch Mando.
Although,
it's amazing.
I didn't realize Mr. Oliphant had such narrow hips. That is a slender man.
It is. Well, have you never watched Justified?
I have.
You see it a bunch in there. You can tell.
Yeah, I guess I don't pay it.
Yeah, he wears like this skinny cowboy jeans.
Yeah. And I'm just used to seeing regular sized cowboy jeans, I guess, with the belt buckle. You can hide so much.
Chaps.
He pulls
stuff like that.
He pulls a helmet off and he has perfect hair.
I mean, hey, what did we say? No more. No
okay.
more.
Yeah,
Come on.
We're leaning. We're like skirting the line.
Yeah, let's not. I'm hoping everybody's been able to get.
There are plenty of people in the Star Wars universe who wear helmets.
That's true.
True. He could be.
He's General Pierce. That's it.
Well, right. I'll say it this way: Season 1. So this isn't a spoiler. The Mandalorian. He pulls his helmet off, and his just matted. Horrible, been wearing.
Well, he'd also been getting his butt kicked for like half an hour. Yeah. But very good intro to the season.
Oh yeah, I mean a lot of people are claiming it to be the best episode of the series so far.
It's
a contender.
It was a long one too.
Yeah.
It was
54 minutes.
Yeah, it was chunky. I love it. Keep going. As long as you got compelling story, let it go. And that's one of the nice things, kind of opening up into this streaming universe. It's like you're not beholden to network time slots,
right?
And, commercial breaks and things. So take as long as the story requires to tell it.
So there's
fantastic.
There's 7 more episodes left in the season.
Oh, you're making me sad already.
After the first season, the way it ended with that oh my god moment, I just hope they just keep doing oh my god moments at the end of every episode for the rest of the way out.
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, have you been watching Discovery? Have you watched Discovery?
No.
You're not a trekker?
No.
Okay. It's actually been really good, but they do a
are
lot
we
of
gonna
that
get into
too.
the Trekkie thing here? Are we going to do that?
Trekkie, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all good, and I'm just happy to have so much freaking awesome content to consume. I've got Discovery episodes. I got Mando episodes, and as soon as Babylon 5 comes back to Amazon, I'll finish that.
I hope so. Because no, they dropped it off Prime like when I was halfway through it. And I am.
Anyway. You know, there's this thing called the internet that has places where you can.
Okay, you
things,
overestimate how much I care about these things. If it's there, I'll consume it. If it's not, I'll just wait.
Are you aware of the service called Plex? If you have these things called friends,
Yar har fiddly.
Are we hoisting the colors? Yeah.
No, we do not condone piracy.
No, we don't. Especially since you're a broadcasting person in the industry. I don't know. Never mind. Cheerfully withdrawn.
I'm not condoning anything. I'm just mentioning existence.
Mentioning it's a thing. Yes. Gotcha.
Whether you choose to use it or not is that's on you.
All right. I think we've got a much larger typo in the next line, Dan. What's the next piece of Star Wars news?
So I don't know if you heard about this, Josh. They're bringing back the Star Wars Holiday Special in Lego form.
Really?
Yeah. So the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. I had not heard that. Yes.
Although, I'm not going to lie. I mean, as somebody who has young kids and has seen my fair share of Lego Star Wars stuff, it's great. Like, all of the Lego Star Wars stuff is amazing.
It's pretty funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
I watched the Jurassic World they did a little while back.
Oh, yeah?
It was okay. It was fun. It was obviously not quite as like up to the quality of like the Lego movie or anything like that, but still, it was good for I've got nothing else to watch chuckle. You know?
Sure. Yeah.
Right, but they finally nailed down the air date on that, so that'll be coming out on November 17th on Disney Plus.
Hey,
so everyone could make your life day plans now.
So you can watch it like once a day for like a long time up until Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever.
Have they said who's going to be in it? Like, are they going to try and get the original cast back?
It's not a shot-for-shot remake of the original. They're going to be taking the current cast of Daisy Ridley and Oscar Isaac, and it's going to be a post-sequel. They're going to basically taking Rey.
I
and
hope
Finn and
they
Poe
keep all the 70s.
Wait, are they
going
to get? Are they going to get John Boyega to do it? Because he's basically waved both birds at the Star Wars franchise.
I mean, if the lawyer comes with the contract and says,
yeah, from everything I've read, he's over and done with Star Wars completely.
And I mean, if it's coming out, the end later this month, I'm sure they've already have it in the can, ready to go.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it's not like they're whipping. We're still building Legos,
Get the Craggle.
We gotta hurry, guys.
Hey, man, South Park, they do every episode in 6 days, so
they've got the software for it.
Yeah.
But we also have some Legion news.
Well, LVO 90 days. We are sub 100 days. So yes, the panic is starting to set in.
Yeah.
I still have a table I've got to build.
I mean, fingers crossed.
I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
Cautiously optimistic.
Okay. I'm kind of realizing 90 days isn't that long away, and from the state of things right now, I'm not exactly packing my bags. Not that I have to pack bags because I just have to drive across town, but still, they could say go on one day and I could just drive over. It's fine, but I guess we'll see.
You'd have to be out of your mind.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure
to
there's
sit
a lot
inside
of people.
an enclosed area across people that you have no idea where they're from or what they've been doing.
Yeah, and my track record with these things is I always get sick from something there. So.
Right? Yeah, I wouldn't even
Yeah.
Nah. I mean, I'd love to get in there and play X-Wing, but
sure.
Nah.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
I got to get one hot take in here, right?
Yeah.
For old time's sake.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I'm sure there will be more than one.
You're bad and you should feel bad.
Wait, are you...
No,
are you telling me I'm bad, or you're just
yeah,
you're just being
but
me?
You know that. No, I was channeling my Josh right there.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Work on it.
Okay. See, I told you, I just can't get as angry as you.
So yeah, I mean, well, should we go into the whole reason?
The main topic, yeah. Here we are.
The whole reason that I actually convinced Josh to come on the show,
and it didn't take much convincing at all. Not at all.
Literally, was sending you a message with the picture of the box art,
and it was, when can I come on the show? Right? Yeah.
Because nobody loves Lando Calrissian like Mr. Josh Gray.
Man, multiple cape options.
That's
what I'm hoping
everybody's
for,
asking,
right? Yeah.
Right?
How many capes
It'd be
does he
kind of cool
get?
if there was a head swap for like
The Donald Glover.
Yeah. But
See, here's what they need to do, because now that they've done detachments for individual characters, right? You know, Iden's got her droid, Maul's got the probe droids. Like Lando just needs to come with like a hover cabinet of capes that follows him around the board, right? Yeah.
And the capes are armaments, and they have different stats.
Yes.
Basically,
Basically, it's like playing Disco Elysium if you've ever played that game. Yeah.
nice.
But
yes,
to
so
back up a second here, yes.
Also, some guy that nobody's ever heard of,
Yeah, true.
Agent Callus.
But
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Right.
but Essen Spiel, which is a European board game convention, of course,
Which is Eat Play, I think. Is that what?
they just said it's Essen Spiel this year. That's all. That's all over their
Spiel,
website.
Spiel is German for play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I
yes.
thought Essen was Eat, but
Well,
then again,
no,
it was-
Essen
But
is
it's
the
also a
city in
town
Germany.
in Germany.
Oh,
It is
okay.
Eat.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Well, see, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you only know like
But,
6 words.
Like every other convention that's
Schnell.
gone on this year, like every other convention has been canceled, of course, physically. So they did just a digital spiel of
Way to work it around there, bud.
and I mean, FFG did announce quite a few board games. They announced a new version, Descent, and whatnot. But as for Legion-related stuff, they did, and it's just weird they haven't officially posted this on their main website yet. So hopefully soon. But they did announce that 2 new commanders of the already forecasted
The four
items that are things that are being coming early in 2021
for Rebels and Imperials.
2 for Rebel, 2 for Imperial. Well, the commanders have been announced, and yeah, as we've already talked, we got Lando for the Rebels and Agent Callus for the Imperials.
You're damn right.
Yeah,
It's
so,
about time. See, I told you
What
it
have
would
we
happen.
here?
You
Yes.
know, I had to wait until I don't play
Dang
the
it,
game
I should have
anymore.
in
But-
setting up for this episode. I should have gone back and found the exact episode that you that you did it. But,
There's like 7 of them.
well, I meant the first one
Yeah.
where you first said.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Here, let me pitch you. You could always play again.
I could always play again. I still have my stuff.
Okay. Well,
But it's like I stopped buying.
you should
and
dress up
updating stuff.
your Agent Callus and see if it ignites the cold embers of your
We'll
very
see.
dark heart.
I mean, a lot of the stuff that I don't
Yeah.
play the game anymore is
You're only-
life balance reasons. So
Yeah,
you
you
know.
pretend you have a life. I got it.
I know. I like to pretend. You know,
It's
but
nice to pretend.
yeah, I'm
long as-
super stoked. I am definitely going to be buying one of those models at least, so I can do it up and put it right in a
right.
place of
So,
honor somewhere in my
You can
house.
have a Lando Callus like buddy cop situation.
How cool would that be?
Yeah.
Would that not be like the best thing ever?
Lando and the Imp, you know.
Colt 45 and the mutton chops.
Yeah. Codename Mutton Chops.
And, see, and the disappointing thing about the picture that we've seen, he's got the helmet on.
Yeah, that was
So
my,
we can't really tell.
that was
if
my
he's
next question.
Oh,
It was
got the
are,
mutton chops.
are
Yeah.
you? And yes, would be shocked if they didn't do a bare head option.
I mean, that's what they show on
absolutely.
the
That's what
actual
they, yeah,
art.
yeah.
So-
And that's got the chops.
Yeah,
I mean, he
so-
didn't lose the chops until he joined the rebellion. So
He still had the chops. He
Did
just
he?
grew his hair out.
Oh,
on
he
this
grew his
scene,
hair out.
yeah.
That's- It's been a while. It's been a minute since I've seen Rebels.
Yeah.
But,
I actually should rewatch that too.
so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I said this openly on, I forgot if it was Discord or Facebook, but it's heresy to build Cad Bane without his hat.
Right?
It's going to be heresy to build Callus with
drawing
his
the
helmet.
line
With the
here.
helmet
huh?
on.
Like,
Yeah.
why are you covering up the glory of those mutton chops?
So good. So good.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to be looking up some better hair painting tutorials so we can make sure we get the full.
Well, he's blondish, so just hit it with some kind of mix up some white and yellow, so it's kind of straw colored, and then just wash some seraphim sepia over the top of it.
Is he one of them space Irish?
He might be.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Is he?
Maybe. I don't
mean-
know. I just drawing attention to his hair colors, but would you do us the honor? Would you like to read the little blurb that we've got for him?
Sure. I will
Because
absolutely.
that's literally all we have.
You're
on
asking.
him.
You're
Yeah.
asking me to read.
Yeah, I
cold
figured we
here,
got your
so-
voice here. So
Yeah, so hunt your enemies to the far ends of the galaxy with the Agent Callus Commander expansion for Star Wars Legion. Ruthless and cunning Imperial Security Bureau agent Alexander Callus will stop at nothing to suppress dissent.
Alan Sander.
It's Alexander.
Is
actually.
it?
Yes, it
Did
is.
you typo that?
No,
Man!
I copy-pasted this from
Oh,
the...
they typoed it. Oh,
Yes, they
exciting. Okay.
Wait, was this an FFG article?
No, this was the,
Oh,
on the
okay, I was
SNSBO
gonna say.
website.
Oh, okay.
Because
That's
if it's an FFG article, of course it has a typo or misinformation in it
Uh,
somewhere.
go see
because
the
Find the
episode,
Typo.
yeah.
Find the Typo is my favorite FFG game. It's not officially released, but it's out there, folks. Anyways, Alexander Callus will stop at nothing to suppress dissent and bring order and justice to the galaxy.
Okay, I don't believe that's on there, but okay.
It's free will.
Live your dream.
Now he can lead your Imperial forces as they hunt any rebel cells.
Oh.
Or separatists or Republic.
Yeah, those two. Yeah.
Or mirror match.
Within this expansion,
Those are rebels also.
Yes.
we call them heretics.
Yes.
Yes. Within this expansion, you'll find a finely detailed, unpainted, hard plastic Agent Callus miniature that you can customize to fit your own style, which I'm going to guess no helmet.
Yeah, I mean, that's everybody's style right there.
Beyond this, 7 upgrade cards, including his J-19 bow rifle, invite you to outfit Agent Callus for battle. With his 3 signature command cards, help you explore new strategies as you seek to quell rebellion.
How good do you think 7 upgrade cards are?
Better than
Is that
Tab?
like... Yeah, okay.
Sierra Mist.
Yeah, I mean,
So I wonder if they're going to have like a disruptor option for him, because that was like a big part of the show and like him
He
putting
didn't
down the
use
Lasat.
the
Did he
weapon.
not? Well,
No,
it was definitely
no, no,
part of
no.
the
It was a
Imperial
plot
invasion.
point.
The disruptor is already in the game.
Was it? Oh, right.
The snowtroopers have
Well,
it.
the snowtroopers have it. It's the crappy ion rifle that the
That
snowtroopers
no one uses.
That
Nobody
it?
uses.
That's
It's
it,
the
huh?
same.
No
it's-
wonder I didn't think about it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
the same weapon. Like, if you look at the shape of the weapon and everything, it is the same weapon. It's just an ion weapon for the game.
Well, the problem is that it's a weapon in search of a target. There's no real Lasat in the game, so as soon as they show up, with vulnerability disruptor. Oh man, that's
gonna be so much fun. Yeah. No, I don't think he's gonna get that. But,
No.
I mean, you're definitely looking at a character that has ranged and melee. Like, can probably do both equally well.
Man, I kind of want to put him with some like Royal Guard or something. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Get all the wappity. going.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Do we want to read the whole thing for, Lando?
I mean,
Roll the dice and lead your forces to victory with Lando Calrissian, Commander Expansion for Star Wars Legion. One of the most infamous gamblers in the Star Wars galaxy, Lando Calrissian injects more unpredictability into the battle. See, that's kind of what I wanted to hear for the flavor text.
Yeah.
So we're going to have variety, randomness, crazy
little-
gambler, smuggler.
Yeah,
gambit,
that ties
kind
into
of
his
thing.
gambler motif kind of thing.
Keeping your opponent guessing your next move, but not every bet pays off, and you'll have to be careful not to give enemy forces any unneeded advantages.
It's a high risk, high
Interesting.
reward. This is what I'm trying to do
Yeah,
with
it
him.
could be fun. So
Roll a Han Lando list.
Oh, man, do people still play Han? I don't think they do.
Not currently.
See?
too
Man.
bad.
See, look at me. I don't know anything about this game anymore.
Yeah, it's very. Well, we're eagerly awaiting, and I guess we got news that there will be a points rebalance due at the end of November.
Yes, Alex Davies said on an interview that he's aiming for the points rebalance to come out alongside Anakin and Maul, which is the end of November,
Okay.
or slightly before, because all the other rules updates will also be included in that RRG update alongside the points rebalance. So hopefully soon.
But as part of his pack, you can customize his cape and pose. So yes, multiple cape options.
If there was not an entire sprue of just capes,
Well, sprues can be of various sizes, but
I mean, you're probably looking at $5 extra just for the capes.
yeah.
and people will pay that.
Yeah, absolutely. they
What
will.
if there was,
if they
like-
were smart, they would do
Yeah.
just a normal expansion and then like a cape upgrade pack.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, when Cad Bane was announced, I said, FFG, you need to do a hat upgrade pack
Yeah.
as well. So can we get the hat
Like
and cape upgrade pack?
vital assets of just like capes and hats.
Yes.
And, yeah, there we go.
And they will come in 7 pieces apiece, and you will have to put them together.
Because he has battle droid heads coming in
Yeah.
2 pieces from bad
Oh,
enough.
do they really?
Yes.
Okay.
But this miniature is accompanied by a unicard, his 3 signature command cards, a flaw card, and 6 upgrade cards that
Yeah.
give you even more ways to use them in battle.
So flaw card, which will be interesting because that was brought up
Oops.
Well, you haven't heard of them yet, I'm assuming. No. That's also been announced coming up with Anakin, which we'll talk a little bit about later.
Sure.
Okay. Very exciting times. But basically, it's a card your opponent can play.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
to ham things up.
Yep.
So it's kind of an interesting concept. I really like it. But
where
the
can I learn
poses
this
look
power?
good.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, alongside the capes, I'm hoping that there's at least one arm that has a cool, refreshing Colt 45.
That's not a DL-44 he's wielding.
No, both the box art and the gun he's using are from Battlefront.
Oh, because he had that little solo mission.
Yeah, he had that. The mission with Shriv.
Yep. That was cool though.
Yeah, so the box art shows him on Sullust as part of that mission, and the X-Knight Sniper, which is the pistol he's using, which was also a big meta card in Destiny, if you remember Destiny. Destiny.
Thanks. You made me sad again.
Yes.
That was a fun game.
Yeah, but no, they're definitely taking his appearance of kind of Return of the Jedi, post Return of the Jedi from the Battlefront mission.
Okay.
So
that's cool. Yeah, he gets his own little flavor there. You don't actually see much of him in the movies, but
I mean,
outside of Solo, I guess he's in there quite a bit.
Until they mention that battle is Denab.
Yeah.
That's a really great sculpt, though. I mean, I'm just like,
it is.
We've come a long way since Han and that.
Wow, remember those days? Yeah, I think they've moved everything over pretty much to hard plastic. But,
okay,
yeah,
it'd be kind of fun. Probably there's a Skullforge version of him with was it the Ubis armor or whatever? No, the armor from Jabba's palace. It's not Ubis.
It was Gamorrean.
Was it Gamorrean?
It was. I mean, he was
something like that.
I thought he was kind of posing as a. I mean, obviously he doesn't look like one. But.
Yeah, I don't think he can pull off the Gamorrean. The biggest problem, and how nobody ever recognized him, that he wasn't wearing a cape there. So
I know this is only non-cape appearance.
Yeah, crazy. Okay, guys, we're going to take a short break, and we'll come back, and we're going to go over. Well, I guess you could probably guess by now. We've got some Luke, some Anakin, and a little bit of Maul.
You are receiving the Legion Outriders podcast. Ending the transmission now would be most unfortunate. And now, the Outriders.
Welcome back, Outriders. Matt and Dan back with you here for segment 2, the second segment, the following.
The segmenting?
The segmenting, yes. Josh has disappeared into the ether, as Force ghosts are wont to do, like a fever dream lifting from our hazy sight. It's just us.
It was kind of creepy the way he just faded out, but
yeah, that's how he does everything there. But yeah, thanks again to Josh for coming on and talking about. I mean, it's Agent Callus. That was his thing back in the day. It was like his favorite character, mostly because I think secretly inside he wants to be a rebel.
Oh no, come on.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the second traitor in a row.
Yeah,
the way Imperials have gotten. It's like,
it's like people are realizing that they're working for the bad guys. But anyway,
are we the baddies?
Are you the baddies, Hans? We've got some news to go up to. Again, just to catch up on things that we missed in the first segment. But thank you again to all of our Patreon supporters that are helping making this possible. We sent out the rewards for everybody in the continental U.S. We ran into a snag once again with international. So if you guys are an international one, please bear with us as we try to figure something out. But we literally tried to slim pack everything as much as we could for this, and it was still like $17 to send an envelope to Australia. So we got to come up with a plan B there. But stay tuned for that and more information. But everybody else, you should be getting your turn counter dials from 6-Up Industries. I said it right?
Supply!
Damn!
You always say it.
Keegan! You got to change the name. I'm obviously never going to learn this, so you got to change the name of your
And speaking of
company.
Keegan, again, thank you for your patronage, because you mentioned that you had mentioned that you didn't keep one for your archives. Well, guess what? One's coming back to you.
Yes. So we're sending you one back. Yeah, you tried to get rid of it, but no, it's coming back, buddy. Like a boomerang that you printed yourself. So we did that last Saturday. Mm-hmm. We are also kind of getting off cycle a little bit because it turned out our local game, Power 9, they're running events again for Legion that we really very, very casual ones, but it happened to be on the Saturdays we were recording the podcast, so we're like, okay, we'll pack up, do the Patreon stuff, and then we'll be out of sync again, so we can actually attend and get more games in, and re-engage with the community in a very safe and responsible manner.
Yes, and actually it was quite beneficial this particular week because we only had basically half of this news. If we had recorded last Saturday,
that's true.
So.
Speaking
and
hey,
we need a little time to pack up all those rewards anyway, so it worked out.
Yeah.
So thank you for your patience, everyone.
Yes.
On that one.
And also happy Halloween. We're actually recording this.
Halloween, so we are recording this Halloween. You won't hear it till after Halloween, but we are recording.
Hopefully it was a fun and safe event for you.
So,
but anyways, okay. So
speaking of dressing up in alternate costumes.
Oh, hey, that's a hell of a segue right there.
Hell of a segue.
Dak, hero of the rebellion.
Yes.
Oh wait, that's not Dak. Huh.
Dak. Anyway, so FFG, it leaked before, but FFG did do an official article for it, that a limited edition sculpt for Luke Skywalker Commander version from the core set, it dressed out in his Hoth pilot gear, will be coming. I've again posted this openly on the internet. I believe that this was either the oh god, what was that convention?
The Star Wars Celebration?
Or what was the other gaming convention? I am blanking right now. Oh my god. Gen Con, yes.
Did they do an alternate sculpt for... Oh, they did, didn't they? Or they had one, the Obi-Wan. That was for Europe,
Obi-Wan was for Spiel last year.
Yeah, so maybe it was for Spiel or Celebration.
And then, Vader was Celebration before, so I guess Gen Con didn't have an exclusive. Okay, but anyway, I'm assuming this was a con exclusive of some kind that, of course, with every con being canceled, FFG is now stuck with a pile of these guys because, they have to manufacture them, at least 6 to 8 months
I want to
prior.
say Vader, they did like 500 print runs on it.
Yeah.
So it's a very limited release. And I love the pass the buck that they did for this one. It's like, we can't figure out a way to distribute these equitably, so we're going to let the stores do it.
I mean, there's pros and cons.
Yeah,
and I mean, a lot of people out there are complaining about distribution. They're complaining about scalpers getting them. They're complaining that they should have been posted on FFG's own website for people,
where they could be scalped there too.
Right, where they could be scalped there,
really
where the players can buy them directly. I at least appreciate them, because if anyone's not already aware, any FFG dealer or your game store,
authorized
retailer, if they place orders for Legion product, and unfortunately they were very vague on exactly what qualifies as this, but I'm sure the store owners are getting more info. If they place an order, each eligible store will be then receiving 3 of these items for the store to distribute as they please. I'm still happy that they're at least involving the stores. They're not. They're not.
It's actually pretty decent. I was being a little bit, glib about it there, but this isn't actually a bad way to do it. And honestly, you had details about how our local store is going to do it, right?
Yeah. So I reached out to our local, Power 9, which is our local store here in Vegas. We reached out to the current owner over there and said, hey, FYI, this is happening. So we were telling them first of all, and they said that they're going to be doing as either a raffle or an event prize. They haven't really narrowed down the details yet. But they're basically going to do it to help drive business to the store, which
community
is
and
drive the
play
community
and all that, which is the perfect way to do it. Maybe have one for like a grand prize, one for like a door prize,
right,
and then a third one for I don't know. Hopefully not going on eBay.
Yeah,
no, they wouldn't do that.
Unfortunately, at least according to the reports on Facebook and other places online, they've been saying that some stores are saying that they are going to post them direct to eBay, which kind of sucks. Reach out to your store owners and see if you can get some, community
let them know
involvement.
that FFG knows that they're going to be getting these things. Because, I could definitely see some less scrupulous people out there just trying to flip them for a quick buck instead of, reinvesting in your community.
And actually, I didn't note this down. So I didn't notice if they said that these were going to be resin like the previous ones or if they're going to be hard plastic.
Well, Vader was definitely resin.
And so was the Obi-Wan.
How was Obi-Wan?
Okay,
so that one.
Resin, yeah.
But there's going to be alternate poses available in this one. So I'm kind of curious now.
So, there's actually 3 different head options. There's bare head, there's, helmet with visor up and helmet with visor down. Which is kind of interesting.
Wow. That's kind of cool.
As well as either lightsaber or pistol in hand. Of course, everyone's going to do lightsaber.
I just want that helmet swap. Now I can put it on my Wookiee Outer Rim pilot upgrade for the T-47. Just have a Wookiee with a Luke helmet head on it.
The proportions on that is going to be hilarious.
It's fine. No. But it's kind of cool to have maybe an extra helmet. So I'd probably see those heads going on.
Yeah,
that's what Shapeways is.
And
for,
they've got him standing. Looks like on the little engine part of a T-47, and with some snow texture there. Which prior to silhouettes, everyone would complain.
Yeah.
Oh my God, making him taller. But luckily with silhouettes, that's not an issue anymore.
If you had a chance, I know that you wouldn't run him because you don't play Rebels.
Right.
But how would you build him?
Helmet with the visor up and with the lightsaber.
Yep, that's it.
I mean, that's kind of the icon. That's how he was in Empire when he was climbing up ATSTs, and I love the Robot Chicken bit of that one where he cuts the hole in it, and then the ATST driver on the toilet goes, "What the heck was the hole?" A grenade comes up.
That's good stuff.
I consider all Robot Chicken Star Wars to be canon.
Canon, yes, absolutely.
So definitely reach out to your store owners, see how they're going to distribute them. I mean, honestly, if the cons had gone on and they distributed only at the conventions, honestly, distribution probably would have been worse. It would only be scalpers at this point.
Oh yeah,
basically getting it. So, this gets it more evenly distributed throughout the U.S. So
I was very lucky to get my Vader the way I did, but I stood in line and went there first thing every day, and I had zero chance of getting the Vader at Celebration. So this at least gives I've got a shot. So we'll see, which is fun because I've actually been wanting to play my Rebels again. So
nice.
Yeah. Well, the Mandalorians are.
Well, hopefully they'll do a raffle then, because if it's going to be a event prize, I don't know if you're going to.
I could try.
Or no one else could show up.
Or nobody else could show up. Yeah.
No, believe me, in our local area Facebook chat, a lot of people have expressed a lot of interest in this. So believe me, once it's announced, and I'm tempering everyone's expectations. Let's wait till they're physically in hand.
What I need, that's true too, because things happen for sure. The distribution has been kind of rocky for FFG, but wait for it to be in hand. I'm probably gonna have to send in a ringer or something. I'm gonna need to call out. Bring LJ out here to go play for me or something.
I choose you as my as my champion.
As my champion. Go act as my proxy. Go defeat the Jedi. But
speaking of
Jedi, we've got all the information. I'm sure you guys have seen this, so we'll kind of go through it quickly here.
So,
but I am so stoked for both of these models. I mean, they looked beautiful. We've seen them for weeks and months now, but the actual rules and cards for Anakin and Maul seem pretty freaking awesome.
Looking at these guys and then looking over at the Imperial Force using units, and I'm just like, kind of neat, even though they did Operative Vader, we need a little refresh on some of the older guys, like even Commander Luke. And
it's kind of interesting because points balance obviously are kind of an easier way to do things, but just making things cheaper doesn't always. Do you think that there's actually some rules touch-ups that you want to see for some of the older stuff?
I haven't done a deep dive thought on to see what rules would do, but definitely in my personal opinion, Commander Vader needs a bit of a rework, because
I mean, for even very Mark 1,
even at his lowered price already, he's obviously not seen at many tables. He's not very competitive outside of those weird skew lists. One of our locals, is kind of the Vader player out here, and he does some very, very weird, using compel and infinite courage to do some crazy combinations. So anyway,
fun.
But outside of skew lists, Vader is not competitive at this point. So that's why I'm looking at these guys. And I actually, the fun part with Anakin, of course, with all the keywords he's going to be getting, especially those cards, I did count it. If you play all 3 of his command cards, he will have 10 keywords.
Wow.
So, I mean, everyone's thinking, well, that's amazing. But honestly, I have units that I forget that have 2 keywords, and I forget to play.
Well, I feel like if you're playing Anakin, he's going to be the center of the show, as he should be, because he's going to be getting a lot of work done. Hopefully, not just getting blasted off and getting his legs cut off and all that kind of stuff. But what do we want to cover on here? He's got 2 force powers.
2 force, 2 training slots.
I
mean,
that's nice.
As they're doing with all prequel era force users, they're marking their their saber style on there. So
the
Demso
cool.
is kind of interesting, because it's while defending, if you spend a dodge, you gain surge defense, just like every other version of this. But if you cancel one hit or crit, attacker suffers a wound. So it's an auto hit instead of having to roll and get surges to cause retaliatory damage. So it's has a low ceiling. It's only capped at 1, but it's an automatic one, which is really interesting and can be done in melee as well. So I think attacking him, you're just going to have to know that it's going to hurt you to attack him.
Yeah, but he's got 5 dice on his lightsaber attack, which is pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean, you throw tenacity on there, and you got 6 anyways.
Yeah, fair enough. Because Tempted allows him to equip upgrades of any alignment. Good.
So so Choky Anakin is going to be there. I mean, I'm waiting for the inevitable mirror match where Anakin is choking Padme.
I'm going to die of sadness now.
But yeah, I mean, the flaw card is interesting too. I mean,
yeah, we talked about that. Mentioned it with the Lando thing.
Yeah,
so flawed cards here to stay.
If he has, if your opponent can play this anytime during command phase, if he has at least 1 suppression, and if you look at all his command cards, once he gets those extra keywords, there's also a little kind of caveat in there that he has to be doing something to not get a suppression at the end of each of his other command cards. So honestly, he's gonna have a suppression on him sometime when you play this. So
yeah,
it's pretty much all the time you can play this. But he can't be issued in order, so it makes him a little bit more random. So I mean, that kind of plays into his hesitation, trepidation of like at end of Revenge of the Sith, or Mason
yeah.
and Palpatine.
Hey, come on, help out, do your job. I was like, no, I'm conflicted right now.
I'm so conflicted.
From my point of view.
So yeah, I mean, an interesting thing. I just think that you're going to need to it's not just writing on the back of your hand reminder of all of his of his keywords. You're gonna have to be going down your arm and be like, wait, did I remember the reliable? Did I remember the master of the force? Did I remember
outmaneuver, relentless?
So yeah,
exemplar,
that's what I think. Like,
too.
I play Inferno Squad. I forget the coordinate on Inferno Squad. We played the last game we played.
Yeah,
I didn't coordinate once because I forgot.
I think it's just going to be we need more reps, that kind of thing. We need to get back in the groove of things.
So yeah, if you are playing Anakin, just remember you have a lot of keywords to keep track of, and if you're playing against Anakin, just double check all those.
Isn't there specific rules about making little crib sheets for yourself like that?
There was an I'll have to read. Because there
might not have been for Legion, but something else.
X-Wing had no outside guides or rules or something. I don't remember.
Because when I was doing the fantasy circuit for Warhammer, there was people would just make little reminder check sheets at the beginning of every turn. Go check this, test this, dude, and just you go down the list. But I could see where you might be frowned upon that because remembering your rules and all that's part of the game. Although there's a lot of rules that your opponent's supposed to help remind you too.
Exactly, and I'm gonna have to double check if reliable was a you may. Some of these are you may, and some of them you have to. That's a good question. Okay. But yeah, just remember your keywords, kids.
Yeah, that's good. Just know your rules. How about that? Okay. Also coming at 160 points.
Maul is so beautiful.
Oh man,
beautiful. I mean, I've been tempted to play CIS in the past.
Yeah. Well, if you ever want to borrow my stuff.
I mean, yeah, I'm not looking forward to building 78 battle droids.
I think John's getting rid of his CIS. So.
John had a CIS?
Yeah, he had them all.
Jeez,
he had them all.
God. Welcome to the puncast.
Yeah, that's all we do.
But yeah, his mastery, the Juyo mastery. While you're wounded, you can perform 1 additional action. Limit 2 move actions. That is hot. Now,
yeah. Limit to 2 moves. That's fine. You still can't break more than 1 attack.
Yeah. So,
but still, just being able to throw an extra dodge or
aim.
Yeah.
So throw offensive stance on there, move, aim, slash. So that does kind of make up for the fact he actually doesn't have charge or relentless.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So getting that extra action there to move, aim, slash is really useful. I really think saber throw would be really good on him, considering you choose half the dice.
4 red dice. Exactly. Yeah. He's 4 red, 4 white.
If you want to do that, total brass ball movement of just saying, "No, I choose 4 white."
Why would you do that?
Because you're that confident.
Yeah. The dark side.
The dark side, yes.
Like the dumb side of the Force. That was ridiculous.
But his command cards are so spicy. I mean, and they have the best names, of course.
Yeah, so his one pip is Duel of the Fates. Gains 1 dodge token, and he's only issuing to Maul, of course.
Of course.
Gets disengaged while is engaged with an enemy unit. That unit cannot spend aim, dodge, standby, or surge tokens.
So it just shuts down Obi-Wan.
Goodbye, goodbye Obi-Wan, goodbye clones, goodbye all this good stuff. Well, I guess, can they still spend? No, I guess they can't they can't support or anything from outside.
No, it's, whoever they were engaged with can't spend greens.
Right.
And it's,
so if
so
there's some left alive and you want to try and use some, I guess you can.
Yeah.
Phantom Menace is the 2 pip, Maul, and 1 trooper, which is basically going to be
his probe droids.
Yeah, his droids, and we'll talk about those in a second. But you got to show off. Well, I guess you can divulge and deploy unit step. Maul gains infiltrate during the first round. Maul and friendly DRK-1 Sith probe droid units cannot perform objective card actions. Discard this card after it is revealed. So infiltrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And discard this card after it's revealed, so you don't get it for the rest of the game. So that's all interesting in there. And I mean, the last card, the 3 pip, well, it's not really a 3 pip.
It's another 1
It's
pip.
another 1 pip.
Yeah.
So how excited are you to run Maul, Grievous? Are you going to be trying the 7 lightsabers?
I was thinking... I was actually thinking like Dooku Maul would be an absolute blast, and then maybe with a bunch of B1s. And then I saw LJ post up a list that was basically that. I was like, "Yep," I screenshotted that. I'm like, I'm going to try that list out, and see how it goes.
Because it's only like 5 naked B1s alongside them. I don't think if you had room for
that.
You're
there for the chop, buddy. Yeah. But that should be a lot of fun.
Oh yes,
it'd be kind of fun to see how he does with Grievous too, because I think they're
both want to be
pretty
up,
mobile.
Yeah, and they want to be up in everyone's face.
Yeah,
with lots of lightsaber blades.
But there's definitely many ways I'm gonna try out Maul here. But so his last 1 pip, 3 pip, whatever, is just Maul again. While building a command hand, treat this card as though it's 3 pips. Maul gains 1 aim token and Jedi Hunter. When he activates, he may suffer 1 wound. So that's actually really nice. If you haven't taken that 1 wound yet to get the 3rd action, you can do it on this one.
And throw tenacity on there, and that triggers tenacity. So 5 reds, 4 whites, and Jedi Hunter. So this is your going in to kill a named character card, basically.
Wait. At last. Yeah. I like the little silhouette of his eyeball in there. Man, once again, top-notch art on these cards.
Yeah, so good. The probe droids are interesting. Now, the one new...
Yeah, let's talk about them.
Yeah, the one new mechanical thing that we learned with the probe droids is how observe tokens work. Have you seen those?
Right.
So it'll put... In this case, it's observe 3. So it puts... choose an enemy unit, range 1 to 3. It gains 3 observation tokens. Now, observation tokens are kind of like reverse aims. They get placed on the target, and they allow you to reroll 1 die if something is attacking that target. So it's nice. It helps in both melee and ranged.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. And then other people can spend them, right?
Yeah, so anyone attacking that target can then spend the observation tokens. So it makes that target a little more vulnerable.
And it's 35 points. It doesn't have, they're 1 health. And
Special forces, there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
And I think, they'll be either hanging around Maul or they'll be in the fringes because they have incognito. So unless you get really close to them or they interact with an objective.
You want to keep them at range 3.
Keep them further out and just spotting people. They do eat into a special forces slot, so it's 1 less unit of BXs. But
that's fair.
Yeah, that's not a bad trade-off, I don't think. I don't play a lot of Separatists, but...
It'd be fun to see how much use you can get from your other units. Like, if you do have, some more BX droids coming in there. I think choppy BX droids with Maul would be a whole lot of fun. Maybe I'll try that out.
So many blades.
But you can also help out Grievous with those. Everybody can get some benefit out of the Observe tokens.
Yeah, which really makes me hope that they'll be bringing the Imperial probe droids in very soon. Hopefully alongside Callus.
No. No, they will not. Well, it'll be interesting. The Viper probe droid to see. It's kind of a chunkier model, obviously, in these little probe droids, so you might be able to actually get in there and do some damage of his own.
On the speeder bike / mortar size base.
Oh,
that'd be
yeah,
awesome. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
I mean, and that model would be awesome to paint too.
It's going to have a self-destruct on it, too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Everything at range 1 takes it.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I love
yes.
it. But yeah, that's like I said, these have been out for a little bit, but we're very excited for them. I got my pre-orders in last night for both of these guys, and I can't wait to try them out.
Yeah,
really looking forward to it.
Yeah, and I'm hoping they'll have articles for Callus and Lando soon. Just
yeah, because it'd be great to get more information on those
great
guys.
Because our local game store, they can't put the stuff in their ordering system until they have the product code, and the product codes are revealed in the articles. The SWL
Okay.
things. So,
but anyways, probably because they don't have the official price yet. I guess
exactly. Yeah. So
I used to put those in all the time, but
yeah.
If I don't know what the price is, I could guess, but it'd be better to just wait.
I know. I want to throw money at my game store, so please.
Well, you could always just go and like prepay, like, oh, here's $30. That'll probably cover it, and then whatever. But whatever. But that's about it for this episode, guys. We will be back in 2 weeks. Take care, Outriders. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon.
This concludes the current episode of the Legion Outriders podcast. You may cultivate a tactical advantage by observing the Outriders on Facebook or Twitter at Legion Outriders. Wisdom advocates subscribing to the podcast. Acting otherwise is reckless.